I'm scared. Hi, I'm like so short. Hi besties, welcome back. We have a special guest today for today's video.
Hi.
It's Eddie. That's who you guys get to call him. Today, he's gonna be picking my reads for, I'm gonna say the week. I'm not sure how long I'll be doing this video for and how many books will get done, but at least pick one. Basically, he's gonna look at the shelves, and he's gonna look at the TBR cart, which you guys cannot see, and he's going to pick one off of there. And that's pretty self-explanatory. I'm gonna read it, and
she's gonna like it.
you know, he doesn't have a very good track record because every book that he's bought me so far, I have not liked.
I have bought a 4-star, I believe.
Yes, we are gonna get right into it. Hopefully, he picks a good book.
I'm about to pick the best book, I think.
The best book.
I hope she hasn't already read it.
Oh yes, and I will tell him if I have already read a book or if it's like a middle of a series. I'll just read whatever next book I have to read in the series. I'm scared.
This is like a game. I'm like more hyped for this than I was to like play high school football.
He was the football star. All right, TBR cart. I told him that this is the monthly TBR. Monthly TBR. This is what left of the fall TBR, and then free reign for anything else on the beautiful shelves.
So many fucking options.
What are we feeling? Can I ask questions?
You can ask whatever you want.
Okay.
I can try my best to answer.
Okay, are we feeling romance? Are we feeling fantasy?
I don't think I'm gonna give you a romance just because I feel like you were talking about your reading slump and you were trying to read a lot of romances during that time.
That's fair. They're just the easiest to read.
I know, but I'm also thinking something that pushes the lines of fantasy and a little bit of romance, so you get the best of both.
I was gonna say most of my books that are considered fantasy are fantasy romances. You know, I don't read up straight up fantasy, if that makes any sense.
I think I know which one I'm gonna pick.
He's locked. I was gonna say I don't want to tell you, but he did already say that I was explaining to him a couple days ago, and he in fact already said he already knew what book he was gonna choose.
I had an idea.
Okay, sorry, he had an idea. See what he picks.
I have the book.
Am I in the frame?
You ready?
Maybe.
That's the one I'm picking.
Is it in frame?
Yes, actually, perfectly.
I know what it is. Because I get mailed in the box.
Yes, I'm picking that one.
If you guys don't know, oh, hold on, ready? This is the dual book Alex Astor came out, so it's Grimm's point of view and Oro's point of view. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't like Oro, but he's very nice. This would be interesting.
Yeah, I think if you get to read his side, though.
Well, that's what she said. That's why she was like, guys, why does nobody like Oro? What I've heard is that I think they get like a little bit of romance with the female main character, but you also learn a lot about their backstory and just them as characters. So, yeah, this is part of the Lightlark series, but I don't think it's like actually part of it. Like, you can read it as like a side thing.
I thought it was cool. She showed me when she got it and she was talking about it, and it was a pretty cool concept, and I wanted her to read it.
But how does one like rate this?
I think you gotta rate as if they're two different stories.
Not what I thought you were gonna go for, honestly. Who do you want me to read first? Grimm or Oro?
I want you to read Oro first.
Oh, okay, so that I can look forward to Grimm?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I want you to read that one, because if you're surprised and it ends up being good, then that gives you something to look forward to with the story you actually want to read. You could potentially end up giving it a 4-star.
I'll obviously update you guys. Probably update him as well. Bye guys, talk to you later. Don't mind how we look or the lighting. You're probably like, oh, Kira's gonna turn her light on. It must be like the evening time. It's 4 p.m. and it is dark and it is depressing. Anyways, I just want to give you guys a first like 100-page update of Oro's side, and I just made it to the part where they make it to the Centennial. When I was looking up where to find Oro's part in the Kindle version, I saw that people were saying that Alex Astor recommended starting with Oro's part. So I would say the first 100 pages that I've made it up to is just a lot of background of Oro, his life, how he became king, basically. Kind of like a little bit of him growing up, just like a bunch of scenes with like friends, family, training, and stuff like that. So you're learning a lot more about Oro. I don't like hate him. He's just not like my preferred. Yeah, he's just had like an awful life of just losing all of his family. I did not know this, but him and Grimm actually were friends for like kind of a long time, like a decade or more or something like that. Now I'm intrigued to see how things are going to be for the Centennial and is his point of view, because this is where Isla or Isla, whatever you pronounce it, this is where she gets introduced, and obviously, if you know, it's a love triangle, so we're going to see like his side of falling in love with her and all of that. So it seems like Oro's book ends at page 266. I'm hoping to get to page 200. Who knows? Read more, read less. The night is young. That is all for me. I feel like I don't have too much to say, but I just can't wait for Grimm's part. I know it's so bad to say. I will probably up to you guys at the end of Oro's book. I will talk to you guys later. Besties. Sorry, this is like where the one spot of light is. I'm gonna use this to my advantage because I have about 5 minutes of daylight left. I just want to give you guys an update that I finished Oro's side of the book, and I don't like really have thoughts. Again, he's not like my preferred male character, so like I hate to say that I did not care, but yeah, like he went through a lot. He lost his whole entire family. He never was really trained to be king, and now he's got to be the king, and with the curses, he's dying. Like there's just like a bunch going on. I feel like he's like the golden boy, you know what I mean? Which literally, but I'm not saying that he's too perfect, because like being in his point of view when he had that little romance with Isla, I feel like no wonder I didn't like him, because the things he was saying, I was like, dude, what? There should have been more cues that like Isla liked him, because it seemed like the whole entire time that he was like falling in love with her, she'd not give him like an inch of like interest. If I had to give it a rating, probably like 3 stars for his side. Now we are on Grimm's side, so I've only read like a couple pages to start, and they're already just better. We'll see how this one goes. I believe his is a little shorter as well. I'm hoping we get obviously him growing up, his past, how he became to be the person that he is, because he's also been through so much, and then I'm hoping we get some parts of them like before the Centennial. I want to know how that ordeal went down, and not just like the repetitiveness of the Centennial, which I did forget to mention that like Oro's part was just very repetitive, and I was like, all right, I've already like read all about this. Even though it's from a different point of view, I wanted just like extra stuff. Like I felt like there was too much stuff with Isla that was the same scenes as Lightlark. I felt like we should have gotten more backstory and background and just other scenes that were happening at the same time. Let's get to the better male main character. besties. I tried to be a different angle here for probably like my last update. I just wanted to give you guys some talking before I just binge the rest of this book. I'm on page 120 of Grimm's side of the book. I think his is about 220 pages or something. I know his is less than Oro's. Thoughts? Oro, we got a lot of his younger self, but Grimm, we didn't get a lot of his younger self, but it makes sense because we're getting the storyline of him and Isla before the Centennial. I get the difference between like what is talked about in their point of views, but I don't know. I feel like I wanted more of Grimm when he was younger. Maybe things just were different for him and did not like need to be talked about as much like or as long as Oro's side. I am liking his kind of like back and forth with Isla because it is a bit of like a slower burn, I guess, where they're like not really doing anything and they're also like working together. It's just very, very repetitive. He just talks too much about how he hates her. Like he's like so beautiful, so gorgeous, like the things I want to do to this woman, but then he's like, no, can't. She's my enemy. I'm gonna kill her. So it is getting a little too repetitive for my liking. I like them and I like Grimm. I'm gonna finish this book tonight, and then Eddie, my boyfriend, it is our anniversary tomorrow, so he is gonna come over. He's gonna pick my next book, which I'm hoping to start in this video. I don't think I'm gonna obviously finish it, depending on whatever book he picks for me. I have no idea. We'll see you guys tomorrow with Mr. Edward to choose our next book. Peace out from me and Coop. He's snoozing. I wish that was me. We're back.
So
I finished the book. I have not told him my rating at all.
but I know it because I guessed.
Okay, yeah,
I already
he
know.
guessed. So what was your original one?
So for the entirety of the book, I'm gonna say 3 stars. But for Oro's part, I want to say a 2, and for Grimm's part, I want to say a 4.
Ready for the grand big reveal?
I'm so ready.
I gave it 4 stars.
Let's fucking go.
Okay, so I didn't do the average. I kind of just like sat and thought about it. Oro, I gave 3. And Grimm was a 4. Because I liked learning about his childhood and all of this stuff, but like I did not like his romance with the female main character because it was very repetitive because it took place at the same time as the first book. Where Grimm, I don't know, we didn't get a lot of Grimm growing up. We got enough of him growing up, but not the romance I wanted, but we didn't get enough of him growing up. But I liked the romance because it was before the Centennial and it was new information, it was a new romance, where theirs was just too repetitive.
I mainly picked it because of the cover.
Yeah, I
I'll
know,
be
like
real.
I just, hey,
Be
you
real.
know what, hell yeah. It is currently Thursday, anniversary day. I did, we have time for one more book. We're gonna start it this video. I don't think I will finish it. He has not told me, but he guessed he already has an idea.
I'm gonna say, let me operate a little bit, and I already have.
He's got it.
I'm showing the camera.
Oh.
Don't reach for it.
No, I was trying
Don't
to find
reach
you. I
for
was
it.
trying to find you.
We're still in front. This is upside down.
I think I might know what it is.
You know what it is.
Yes.
Let's go.
I want to read this so bad. I've seen so many things about it. I heard it's like Fourth Wing, but make it wolves and make the romance better.
The reason why I also picked this is because when she was going over it, she said it was about dire wolves, and then I also heard the name Stark involved. So if anyone knows, you guys know what that is. You know, that's Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
So like, I don't know if this is gonna be like a Boof Game of Thrones ripoff, but
I'm so excited. Thank you.
of course.
Yay. We're gonna go to dinner, have cookie skillet.
Cookie fucking skillet.
Cookie fucking skillet.
Let's get it.
Oh, this might be the last time you see Mr. Edward before I end this video. So say your highs and your byes.
Bye guys.
He'll be back.
I'll be back.
He'll be back. Besties, no, I am not bald. I just got a bunch of oil in my hair before my shower. It is time to end this video. We're gonna quickly go over this. I'm not that far in, but just want to give you guys some updates. So we read the Grimm and Oro duel book, whatever it is called. Gave that 4 stars. I feel like overall it was good. I know originally I think they were supposed to be like novellas, but then she just put them into one book. So I get that the information maybe at some points wasn't the amount that I wanted, but they were supposed to just be some short, quick books. So Oro side, I just don't like Oro. I'd probably give his book like a 3 star if I had to like break it down. I mean, I liked learning about him growing up. We don't get that at all in like the Lightlark series. There was a lot of information on that. I just felt like once we got to the part of like the Centennial, which takes place during that first book, it just felt like very repetitive. Even though it was from his point of view and we got some like other information, it still just felt very repetitive, and I just wasn't that at all interested in the romance. And then Grimm's side, I wanted more about him growing up. We didn't get like that much background about him, but I liked his side with the romance with our female main character Isla, because it was before the Centennial, all the stuff that happened like that. I won't go too in-depth in it in case you haven't like read past the first book. I love them, and I would recommend the series. Quick update on Dire Bound. So I'm on page 92. I've been slowly reading this. I haven't had a lot of time. So far, really good. I didn't really explain the plot too much, but basically it's about this woman named Marin. Just like sum it up pretty quickly. Basically her sister gets kidnapped, and they get kidnapped by these people that are kind of like the vampires. So what she does to get her back is she enlists in the army. It just happens that there's going to be a bonding trials the same time that the army is going to like start, and she enters like these bonding trials. Apparently she's going to bond with a wolf, I think is the whole like plot, even though she doesn't like them at all, and she ends up having a romance with her instructor. So far I'm liking it. It really does remind me though more of like Quicksilver other than like Fourth Wing, but it's very like high stakes, heart pounding. I'm overall liking it. I still am at beginning stages of the book. I wish I got a little further into it, but duty calls for the editing of this video, and I want to like wrap it up for you guys. Overall, 2 good books that Mr. Edward had picked for the week, so round of applause for him. He will definitely be in more videos. So everybody thank Mr. Edward for being a participant in this video. Overall, super fun to see like what he's gonna pick, because I talk about books like literally all the time. So I was very interested to see like what kind of vibe he was going for, if it was the same vibe as me, if it wasn't the same vibe as me. I don't know, I just like talking to him about the books. And now we finally have a boyfriend, so we can do fun boyfriend videos. So definitely comment for Mr. Edward, give it a like for Mr. Edward. Let's collectively say that Mr. Edward should come back and do another video like this. I know Mr. Edward will watch this, so thank you, Mr. Edward, for participation in the video. You will be back. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to follow my socials down below, along with my Goodreads, my Amazon watch list, stuff like that is linked on there if you want to check it out. Like, comment, subscribe, and with me. And I'll see you guys next week for another video. Bye!